Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. This time take a look at the 1995 RUF Turbo R. This car was requested by Emile and it is one of the many RUFs in this game, but one of the few that is all-wheel drive, which should give it a huge advantage. Of course no racing mod because none of the RUFs do. Four-wheel drive, 656 horsepower, a really excellent amount of torque, 1,326 kilos, actually surprisingly heavy. For the car. It is of course based on the 993 generation of Porsche 911s. Yeah, this one should be quick if it can keep that weight at bay, and also if it doesn't have any oversteer issues. I believe this is one of the more powerful of the RUFs as well. Not quite the most powerful, but I do believe it's rather up there. Anyways, to find out how this RUF does, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track and attempt to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is Suzuki Scuderia Pikes Peak Edition at that time, and 27.710, the RUF unlikely to beat that. As far as where this car can go, I do believe the RUF CTR2 is rather up there on our leaderboard. One of the other all-wheel drive RUFs, I can't quite remember where it is. I believe it is under 30 though. So yeah, this, technically speaking, should be quick. Ooh, as we get a little bit of an issues on this first corner, trying to get myself adjusted to driving the RUF. I will say straight away, it accelerates like a bat out of hell, and also in my personal opinion, this actually drives slightly nicer than that Skyline from last time. I can feel there's a little bit more suspension play, which is good. It means realistically it gets through the corners a little bit better. Of course, having a hard suspension setup is great for a real racetrack. The problem is this isn't a real racetrack, or at least like a proper FIA style racetrack, I guess would be the best way to describe that. Yeah. Feels solid enough though. Again, that acceleration, I can feel it out the corners, that rear end pushing down. A 29.7 on its first lap certainly is nothing to be ashamed of. It goes into the under 30 club, which again, you know, not quite as exclusive as it used to be, but it is still a rather good club to be in. That tyre bounce might have actually helped this car out significantly around that last corner. Usually it wouldn't, but this time around, a 28.882. Holy bejeebus Christ. Oh my god, that is a quick time. It doesn't feel that quick as well. That's the weird bit about this car, is it doesn't feel, as we go into a tyre wall, it doesn't feel ridiculously quick, but it's, yeah, I mean obviously in a straight line it feels quick, but in terms of actual like corner speed, it doesn't feel like it should actually be getting anywhere close to that. It definitely feels like an under 30 car, but it doesn't feel like a, you know, Evo contender or anything like that. But as it turns out, the RUF is actually surprisingly excellent through the corners. Yeah, you can sort of see the initial acceleration out of some of these corners is ridiculous. I'm just hitting every tyre wall in the country right now. Hopefully we can get a better lap coming on to this final lap. We'll aim for a good one. We always aim for a good one, of course, but I'll aim for an extra special good one this time round. Ooh, God. There we go. That was a beautiful first section. I will say a little bit of understeer, a little bit more understeer than I probably usually like, but overall, that's still fantastic. Second sector, not quite as good as I would hope for. Coming on to the final lap, 28.772. I still reckon there's about 0.2 of a second in there, but yeah, that is a phenomenally quick time from the RUF. We should really start calling it the under 29 club now, because yeah, that's starting to become the more exclusive club, but it doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. But yeah, actually apparently that was a quicker sector 2. I didn't feel like it was quite exactly on the ball, but yeah, apparently it was a quicker sector 2 through there. Final sector could have been a little bit quicker out there. Again, I think there's about 0.2 of a second to come off there, but still a phenomenal time from the Turbo R. Let's go see where it places on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the RUF Turbo R goes in 6th place, becoming the second fastest non-race mod car we've ever had, with a 28.772. that is phenomenally quick. Look at the cars it is surrounded by. It is truly staggering, especially considering that car didn't feel necessarily as quick as it actually turned out to be. Anyways, and thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Hot Lap Classic, and until next time, farewell.